Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, then welcome to you. Today I'm going to be doing the monthly reads and I'm covering June 2020, and this month for my normal subscribers I have changed the setting, as you can see, because I felt really drawn to reading this month the Mermaid Oracle decks. I have got a couple of them, new ones that I had recently, and I just felt really drawn that I needed to use these cards. So without further ado, the cards I am using I will drop in the description box below, okay? And I am going to be reading now for the lovely Geminis. And if you are new to my channel, then on the monthly reads I tend to pull out a few starter cards that allows me then to do some meditative poetry at the end of the read, hence my name, Poetry Witch. So the starter cards for you Gemini, the first Mermaid Oracle card we had out for you is Homeland. It says arrival, a journey ends, establishment, building and settled. That came out with the animal spirit, the owl spirit, saying you see clearly now. And then the other card that came out for you was dreams. And on the back of here it says think big, there are unseen forces ready to support your dreams. So there's a couple of things I was picking up when I was meditating for you this month on these starter cards. The actual artwork on here, I feel some of you, it's like to say, yeah, I was slow in achieving something, but I've actually got there now and I've accomplished it. I just feel some of you have been on a sort of long journey in trying to accomplish something. It could be that you've been striving to get your environment how you would like it. You know, if you've moved house in the last sort of 6 to 7 months and you've been really working hard on projects to get your house and outside, I want to say outside as well, how you would like it. Yes, it's been painstaking. Yes, it's taken a lot of hard work, even if it's a self build, because I felt like I was picking up with some of my Geminis there who've literally bought a plot of land and literally either renovated an old structure and it was that kind of vibe. But it's like to say you're crossing the finishing line, even though it's whatever this challenge was, okay? And I do feel there's been some, you know, months hard work here, but it's like to say, you know, you've literally, I can breathe, I've crossed the finishing line, I've done what I've achieved. And having the owl spirit as well, it's like to say you see clearly now. I was picking up on some other aspects where some of my Geminis had been a little bit left in the dark, I want to say, on some issues. Wasn't quite sure of what direction to go, and this was I was feeling on career basis, where some of you may have gone through retirement but at an earlier age, you know, because some people retire today after they've done 30 years and can still be, you know, sort of 55, not really old as such. So I was picking on some Geminis in that stance as well, where, you know, you've gone into retirement, early retirement, but then you're twiddling your thumbs thinking, I've got an idea here, I want to follow this idea. And I feel like it's the knowledge and the strings that you've acquired through your working life that you can now sort of sit there in judgment and see clearly now. And that is why the owl energy is coming around some of my Geminis this month, as that's what I felt. Then having the dreams, okay, this was another aspect of the reading that I sort of picked up on, where it's not just the sign of Gemini, but I felt a lot of the signs this month were going to have sort of signs and symbols of importance. So it's to be aware, Gemini, going through the month of June, that you may have some information come through in dream state. You may have a recurring dream, okay, that you know, that through the pattern of June you will think, I'm having this recurring dream, what does this mean? All I can suggest is start to write these symbols down, whatever you see, because I do think there is messages for all the star signs to learn in the month of June, so that is quite key. So that is what I sort of got from the starter cards to start with, but I am going to start now shuffling the cards just to have a look and see what else we've got coming out for the month of June for you, my lovely Geminis, okay? So I also picked up as well, because I try and do the general and a bit of a love side of the reading, And I picked up with some Geminis who were involved with somebody who was a lot older than they were, so whether obviously male or female depending, but it was as though you were being judged, some of you, okay, and I want to say ridiculed as well by some of your friends or family, saying, what are you doing, you know, going out with somebody near enough 10 or 13 or 14 years older than you. But it's like to say, you know, these people are saying to you, it's not going to last, you know, you're foolish and what have you. But you know, it's like, I felt that there was some kind of twin flame or soulmate connection here, because where the soulmates and twin flames concerned, age, there's no barrier, okay, there's no barrier, because it's an instant connection, and there's no you know, age doesn't mean a thing, or anything, or if they're from a poor background, rich background, it does not matter. Their, whatever their sort of environment, their age, okay, if it's soulmate and twin flame, it doesn't matter. And I want to say that this person, whoever it is, who's the older one in the party, this could even be you, okay, you could be the older person engaging with the younger person, okay, but it doesn't matter. It's just saying, you know, that you mean well, or they mean well, and it is a true honest bond here. And just to say, ignore what anybody is trying to tell you. So that was another key issue that I sort of had, okay. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards and see what else comes out for you, my lovely Geminis. That definitely wanted to drop out. So we have 9 of Stars, perseverance, okay. And this is what I feel is marring in with the starter card here, because it is saying, you know, I want to say tears of joy, because you will get this sense of overwhelming enjoyment, okay, at the, you know, if it's not sort of happened now and you're nearly there, or you've nearly finished or accomplished this thing that you've been working on for so many months, it's like tears of joy. It's been an emotional roller coaster ride for you, Gem. So I'm just going to pick another card out for you. Just see what else we get for you, my lovelies. And we've got the 7 of Hearts, and can we see how those in artwork, they're quite similar? It's as though, you know, you've been dealing with issues where you've just sort of had to go within yourself. I'm feeling issues now around somebody where there's been inner struggles, or you sort of lost your way a little bit, Gemini, and you know, you just couldn't see where you were going. But going into June, can you see the eyes are opening here? You are fully focused, and you can actually, it's like having somebody's just literally pinged a light bulb, you know, within the darkness, and you do know now where you are, you know, you are being directed. And I feel this on both sides, on the romantic and on the general, okay, where you've sort of been blinded maybe in this relationship, thinking, you know, questioning, especially these ones who have been engaged with an older person. You've been sort of closing your eyes, thinking, you know, what is this all about? Trying to understand, okay, this really, really strong bond, and why, you know, you've been going through your head. There's an age difference, though. There's an age, and it's been worrying you. But it's saying, as we go into June, you have this realization, thinking, especially with the third eye, okay. That's why on this love aspect, I'm thinking, is a twin flame soulmate connection, because it's like you've opened your eyes thinking this is meant to be, because we've got the hearts, you know, still in this card, which is sort of saying this relationship is meant to be, and you are both awakened to that, and it will sort of cement your relationship even further. It's like it'll be like the penny has dropped, and it's to say, ignore what anybody else is trying to say to you, because this is a sacred and meant to be relationship. So let's just get another few cards out for you, Gem. Quite interesting, actually. I feel like I want to take that one there. I've got 2 there, so we'll go with the 2. So we have the 7 of Stars, and this is weird. I think I read for Pisces, and they had a lot of the star energy cards. So it might be, it's weird how these readings this month have sort of leaked one into the other. So if you've got any Pisces in your astrological chart, it may be worth touching and having a look at the Pisces reading, because it might be that this person, this older person that you're dealing with, has got Pisces in their chart. So that's really poignant for me to point that out to you. So we have the Seven of Stars, okay, and it's saying faith. And I want to say, to have faith and belief in yourself, gems, as we go through to June. And then we've got the Eight of Stars saying surge of energy, like growth, where I feel that some of you may have been stagnating a little bit. Can you see the eye messages here? Okay, we've got the eyes closed, and then we've got the eyes open here on the Seven of Hearts card. And it's also showing the third eye within the tree. Okay, so you know this month, Gemini, you are focused, you know, you've achieved, you've reached, you know, the finishing line on a really important project, because that was the first starter card we had. But it's saying here, this is a really, really good energy, what we're going into for June for you, on both the general and on the love aspects. So I am just going to pull another card out to finish the main oracle cards. So let's have a look what else we've got for you. I'll just have another card, please, for Gemini for June 2020. What is coming in now for the end of the month for my lovely Geminis? I feel like I want to go with that one there. And we have Page of Stars, Curiosity. Now, I feel here, again, I like to look at the artwork on my cards. I tend to buy cards because of the artwork more than anything. But it's as though you've been through this dark, hard-going energy, okay? But it's saying here, it's like the light at the end of the tunnel. So you're crossing the finishing line here, Gemini, in June. Some part in June, you'll be able to breathe again. The curiosity, okay? I'm going on the romantic here again now, because I always look at the, like, a leopard never changes its spots. So I'm picking up now with another key important message on the love side of things, where some Geminis may be dealing with a situation where they've been with somebody for quite some time, okay, thinking that the partner that they're currently with could change, okay. They've tried in this relationship and they are having some regrets about leaving somebody in the past. I feel a Gemini here is engaging in thought and thinking to themselves, I made a boo-boo here, okay? I left a sort of mediocre relationship that, yeah, may have had issues, but could have been, you know, it could have grown over time. I do feel there's a connection here with a Gemini where they, you know, are still in contact with this person that they sort of walked away with, thinking they could start a relationship with somebody. They are stuck at this relationship now for quite some time, but I do feel that it's this realisation that, you know, the person that they thought could change, or they could change, you know, to you know, be in this relationship with. And it's, though, this is like the light bulb moment that I was talking about, and it's not going to resonate with everybody, but I just feel whoever the Gemini I'm picking up with, there's a rekindling here. There's a rekindling here with somebody from your past, okay? And it's as though you've realised and thinking, I should have stayed. Maybe I should have stayed with that person and not strayed off the path. Because I feel whoever the Geminis I'm picking up with, they was literally strayed off the path, okay? Thinking it wasn't the right time to be with this person they started with. They ventured off somewhere else and started a relationship with somebody else. And they've stuck it out for a period of time, thinking, trying to make it work. But it's saying here, a leopard doesn't change its spots. And I feel some of you are going to be revisiting that old path back to an ex-partner, okay? And as I say, that's not going to resonate with everybody. That was just a strong message that I really, really felt there for some Geminis. So I'm just going to shuffle these little sea melodies oracle cards, okay? I've just got like little one-word meanings on them. So I'm just going to shuffle this for you now, Gem, and just see what the message from the mermaids is on here for you for this month. I feel like I want to go with that one there. So we have stillness. In calm waters, everything becomes clear. Now, isn't that really strange, Gemini? Because didn't we have the owl spirit? You see clearly now. Okay, so it's amazing, guys, how these cards work. So stillness, in calm waters, everything becomes clear. And this, with the card here with the tree symbolism on, okay, the 8 of stars, the surge, this is where within your quietness, your calmness, okay, where you're sitting and contemplating, because I feel there's contemplation going on in June for you, Gemini. You'll be sitting there and taking in literally what you've gone through. For those who've crossed the, crossed the finishing line, crossed the finishing line, where there's this project that's been going on for months and you can breathe thinking, I've done it, we've done it, it's how I want it now, okay? So that gives you that time to literally sit down and think what you've achieved on the general. In the love aspect, again, in the calm waters, everything becomes clear. And where that picture was where the eyes were closed, and when we meditate, you know, we close our eyes and we go within. And this is what you'll be doing, some of you Geminis, in June. You'll be sitting there in the stillness and taking in, and things will clarify, things will become clear. And as I mentioned at the start of the reading, to be aware of the signs in dreams, okay, because it is key importance, because these will be directing you as we go into July. So that is a really, really nice message. What I'm going to do now is just shuffle one of the Universe Has Your Back message cards, just to see what's on there for you, Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. And the message on this card is joy is the ultimate creator. Okay, so as I said, it was a really, really positive vibe for you, Gemini, for the month of June. So that is a really, really nice card. I don't really have to say any more about that, do I? Joy is the ultimate creator. And I do sense, because of the clarity that you're going to get on this relationship, the clarity that you are going to get now that you feel like you are grounded and have got your environment, your situation around you happy, okay, with this hard work, whatever it is that you've been plodding along and you've just crossed the finishing line for, okay. But what I'm going to do now is, as I said at the start, I so had a calling to do this mermaid sea sort of themed reading for this month, and I had a journal, you know, these journals where you can just jot things in. I haven't written anything in at the moment because it's just brand new, but it was a mermaid journal, and I just thought, wow, I absolutely love the artwork on this, and it is by Lucy Cavendish, and Lucy Cavendish is the Mermaid Oracle deck. It's one of her decks as well, so it all sort of fitted in. And what I thought I would do with this, I'm just going to randomly flick through, because on every single page there's like a little poem or a picture on every page on here. Not pictures on every page, but certain. I mean, look at that for a picture. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just going to sit quietly just for a second and just start thumbing my way through here. And when I feel like I want to stop, Gemini, I'm going to read whatever it is on the page. And I'm going to go for, I feel like I want to go for the right side of the book for you. Okay, so I'm just going to fun it through. And I feel like I want to stop there. Okay, so funny enough, we've got two pictures. So I am going to study the two pictures for you. I will turn the page over. Okay, I feel like I want to go that way, and I'll read the message what's on the right hand side of the page. So I'm just going to take a stock of the artwork, because like I say, I haven't even looked through this book myself here. So I'm just looking at this picture here, and we've got a lady playing the harp, we've got somebody nestling, listening to the music, and then we've got somebody sort of, a mermaid surfacing out of the water. Play to your own tune, Gems, this month. And I want to say, hear the music. okay, because I feel that is important. There's going to be a link for somebody, and I always think tunes and songs mean something from our past. And when I mentioned to you about somebody who's in a relationship at the moment, who is sort of being pulled back to a ex-partner, it's as though you're going to be reminded. There's going to be songs popping up and you're thinking, oh, I remember that tune, I used to listen to it with that person, that kind of a scenario. And then when we look at the other card here, okay, we've got here like exotic birds, and we've got a parrot here, okay, and like it's the mermaids are looking up to the birds of paradise, okay. So on this one we've got like small fledglings here, and the mermaids are looking up, as I said, to the birds of paradise. So I just feel the message that's coming through in that artwork for you, again, it's as though you are looking at something, wishing to connect, as I said, with something from the past. There's a past link here, and obviously whoever I'm connecting with will understand this message. It's as though the Geminis, it's like the Geminis have gone through this this phase, this infancy phase with another person, trying to test the waters, okay, but it's just not cutting it. And by doing that, it's as though you are trying to reach for that connection that you let go, if that makes sense to whoever I'm trying to get this message across. What I'm going to do is turn the page, okay, and we'll have a look of what. Oh wow. And that's bizarre, isn't it? Because I said, didn't I, I'm going to go for the right hand page because I believe there'll be the message there. And how bizarre to have this picture here. And that's really weird as well, because I had this for Sagittarius. So it could be if there's a star sign with your ex-partner who has Sag in their chart, okay, and it's got music again. It's weird how this has worked today, guys. It says here, mermaids often play upon harps made from whalebone that has washed up upon the shore. They adore music and bring lovers together across the miles. They assist with soulmates and can draw you closer to the one you love through their magical music. Oh guys, I feel quite touched now, because I feel there's a distance here between a Gemini and an ex-partner. And as I said, music can heal. And when it's mentioning soulmates as well, and what did I say at the start of the reading? I felt this older person, and I felt it was a soulmate twin flame connection. So there is a message there as well, where music is going to be key for you, my lovely Geminis, this month. So glad I decided to do that this month for the star signs, because it has brought out some really, really positive messages. I'm now going to read you my bit of poetry for you, Gemini, what I did prior to starting with the starter cards. So I'm just going to get into the page where I'd written it down. And it says, "It has been a slow process, but you are about to cross the line. Arriving at your destination has taken a lot of time. You have dreamed of this moment. You have the knowledge and power. Relax and breathe, because the tower moment is over. As the dust settles, you will see that everything that happened was fated to be. On matters of love, don't let an age difference get in the way, for the older person means all that they say. June brings stability and grounding you in all that you do, and a green door will be significant to you." Yeah, there was a green door that I saw. Rhymes, that doesn't it? A green door that I saw in my pre-meditative state that I sit in the stillness, and it was key. There's a green door now, whether this is a door that you've painted green in your new house where you've achieved, it's a door of opportunity, it's somebody who lives behind a green door, but a green door is going to be significant. So if that resonates with anybody, any comments on that would be great for this month. And then finally, just to wrap up this reading, I'm going to pull out the lovely charm. I'm going to dig deep and see what we have for you, Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. And it's just weird. I'm just going to go off tangent just a sec. If you can see in this picture, there is two birds here. And I just want to say lovebirds. Okay, there's just this connection, whether it's the soulmates or whether it's across the miles where this person, okay, there's distance between this ex-partner, but I was like just drawn to that then. So what we have here is the little charm of the squirrel, okay, and squirrels, they store things, you know, when they go around collecting their acorns, okay, when it's getting colder weather, and they hide them. So when things start to get a little bit, you know, they get hungry and what have you, they have got something back there in reserve. And I want to say this squirrel has come out for you, because on the romantic, especially for those who have, you know, got this connection with an ex-partner, it's as though you buried that and you hid it away, okay. It may be that on the soulmates as well, you've tried to push this away thinking, no, I can't really get engaged with somebody who's, you know, either younger than me or older than me, but it's going to be uncovered, okay, and you're going to investigate this a little bit more, and that is why the squirrel symbolism has come out for you this month. Things you're going to be revisiting, going over old ground, revisiting, and just, you know, investigating, I want to say, because squirrels go around they're like little investigators trying to find out, you know, what they've planted. So I want to say the word investigate. So you are going to sort of look at and investigate things as well this month, Gemini. So my lovelies, I hope you can take something away from that read for this month, and I hope you have a good month ahead. And like I say, if this does resonate with you, please leave some comments, because, you know, this channel is growing quite slowly, and I am appreciative to all of you who have subscribed. I call you my little tribe, okay? So if you can subscribe to me, big thumbs up from me, and I will look forward to reading to you next time. Take care then, my lovelies. Bye.